Epic.
Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna start equipping all these soon, and then I think that's partly what the tour is gonna be, is me looting
I think
stuff,
you should.
and
And
and I'll equip it all by the end, and then we'll do a raid. Okay.
Little gulp of my tea. Right. Okay. Next zone then. I guess.
If I equip those, I will gain 3 agility. I will lose 375 armor, minus 20 strength, minus 13 stamina, and minus 15 crit.
Well, there you go.
So I think I was right in needing them because of the agility.
Yes, the extra agility.
Obviously better.
Yes, you'll want that.
They're much more betterer.
Something. Much more betterer. Yes. Okay, so let's head on into Ashenvale, as it's directly below where this zone is on the map. And see, I quite liked the this little bit, the little transition, because you've been in Darkshore for so long when you're leveling as a night elf, or even some of the Draenei, and so to come out of that horrible place into the kind of green and purple, and it just seems so much nicer, and you're like, finally. Yes, there.
I do find it's quite odd how a zone's kind of ambience has an effect on how you feel while you're playing.
Definitely.
And I think that's why they were very careful about not putting too many snowy, kind of depressing zones when they did Wrath of the Lich King. They made quite they were quite at pains to explain that.
Yeah.
That they were.
Well,
doing
the thing
that.
that I found is that if you compare, like, Wrath of the Lich King stuff, Northrend zones, to other Azeroth zones, you'll find that the Northrend zones have pockets of different terrain and stuff, whereas like you go to somewhere like Darkshore and it's pretty much all the same. You go to Desolus, it's
to
pretty
break
much
up
all
the monotony.
Whereas, I mean, admittedly, the zones are bigger. This was one of my favourite dungeons, by the way, Black Fathom Deeps, while leveling.
I only ran this I think I ran this for the Paladin level 20 weapon quests.
Yeah, you would have done.
But I don't think I've ever done. I'm not sure if I've ever done a full run. Again, this is one of the least explored regions of Azeroth for me.
It's quite relevant actually to Cataclysm because it's full of Twilight, Naga, and demons. So yeah, it's quite appropriate really. And obviously, there's lots of Naga in this area of Ashenvale, which is the Zoram Strand. As you can see, lots of Night Elf ruins, ruined. Yeah, I mean, when I was leveling as Horde, I didn't come. Oh no, I did come here quite a lot actually, because yeah, you end up getting quests for the flight point down here, and obviously this is a good place for rogues to level up lockpicking because there's. I don't know if there's actually that much changing to Ashenvale in Cataclysm. I really don't know.
It might be one of those zones where they've not really touched it. They kind of made out initially that it was a kind of entire remodelling of all the old zones, and it's not necessarily true because some of the zones are pretty much untouched apart from the new textures.
I think there is quite a big difference, but it's not this end, it's the other end of
the arse end.
Yeah, it's more the east side. I believe it's the east side that's changing the most. Where the hell am I? Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know. I've actually got my interface turned off.
Alright, cool.
Which is quite pleasant.
I wonder if I can get away with doing that. I guess I probably can. Unless we get into combat. Oh, I've got my keybones. I'll be alright. This might make for a slightly better viewing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Maestra's Post. Do you know what? I don't think I ever quested here very much. I think maybe once I might have picked up some quests here. It was like, there's no fight point here, so why the hell would I want to come here? and the nearest flight point was Astronaut. So I thought, well, why don't I just go and get the quest from Astronaut? Because that seems to make more sense, rather than having to fly back to Astronaut and then run all the way back to here to pick up quests. And I was just like, I can't be asked.
I don't know to what extent they're going to sort of remodel this and move things around, old quests and things like that, because I think they're anticipating that people are going to obviously play from level 1 through to sort of 85 again, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I think it's quite interesting to see how Blizzard have learned from their previous incarnations, and I don't think they'll do things like that in future, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, there's a lot of Ashen Vale. I mean, down there there's the Shrine of Athena and the Fire Scar Shrine. They're all over off into that direction. But have you ever even been there? I mean, the only time I think I ever went there was for the when I was doing the exploration achievements, just to say that I discovered it. And that's probably the only time
another note to the viewers: Sparky is an achievement whore.
Oh, I'm not that bad.
And I mean, he pimps out his booty to the achievement queen, who likes to smack his bottom a lot.
Yeah, she does, bitch. Yeah, I'm not that bad. I mean, a lot of the raids and dungeons ones.
Please read out. Well, I mean, considering some people that watch this might be even more so, but read out how many achievement points have you got? Considering I've got. I mean, I'm level 61. I'm a Death Knight. I've got 180.
Yeah, I've got 7,610.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got my 35.
Did you lose any in the transfer?
Yeah, you did. Well, I think you do lose a little, because when I transferred over, let's carry on running. When I transferred over from Horde to Alliance, you have to do all the Argent Tournament dailies again from scratch, as if you'd never done them before. And considering I'd done them all and was a Crusader, I got the Crusader title. I lost that title, and I've now had to go through and do them all again. So there must be. But
I think that goes to prove something. The fact that you've actually it annoyed you so much that you went and did them again.
Well, it's not so much that I went and did them because I wanted the Crusader title. It's because I'm on 99 of 100 mounts for the mount achievement, and that was the easiest way.
Okay, no, that's sorry. For a minute there, I thought he was being a sad bastard, but no, of course.
Oh, good. I'm glad I said that. Yeah, to be honest, for me, this end of Ashenvale was boring as hell. It was just vast open spaces with very little in it. And it's not until you get over towards the other end, the east end of Ashenvale, the east end of Ashenvale, innit? That they don't talk about.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was. That wasn't even a reference.
You have to do a voice like the Hitcher.
The east end of Ashen. No, I can't see even that. I can't do that properly. Doing it on demand just doesn't work.
That's another reference. No.
Water texture, by the way. Was going to mention.
Wow.
Earlier. It looks so much better
and
now.
For a change, it's not. Because I flew over some sea the other day and it just fucking raped my machine. Sorry if that offends anyone by the raping reference, but it did. It fucking raped it. Yeah, and it's not now, which is nice. I can see the water and I can play in it.
Yep.
And no raping is being done.
No, and there's lots of ripples, and it's all good. And yeah. I'm wondering though, if I thunderstorm while I'm in the water, will I instantly die from electrocution?
You should, in theory, fry yourself if they've obeyed the laws of physics.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Have they obeyed the laws of physics? No. Fuck all. Nothing happened. Oh, in case
I expected a Bill Murray in a Groundhog Day kind of dropping the toaster in the bath moment there, and it didn't happen. To my disappointment.
Yes. Oh. Well, that's not very nice.
Are you? We're not doing these professionally, are we? Where we're kind of like keeping a timer and going up to 15 minutes, and then going, We'll continue this in another video. We're just gonna fucking cut it, aren't we?
I'm just gonna fade it out and go. End of that one. Check the next one. I'll try and do it at a point where it's not just gonna be like mid-sentence, though, because that would just be a bit shit. But yes, in case anyone's wondering, this is recorded after patch 4.0.1. So yeah, the talent trees are weird at the moment. Some things are a bit buggy still, and some things are just plain wrong. But yeah, Rainwood Retreat.
I logged on yesterday and gone.
I don't think this is of any use to anyone. I'm not even sure why it's here.
19 XP.
There's a moonwell though, I guess.
Grief, really?
It's like, ooh, my horse is made of stars. So yeah, and you paid real money for that. It's like, well, I could buy it, and then I'd get my 100 mounts achievement, but I refuse to spend money on a mount.
She's actually paid like real money for that. I'm humouring her, by the way.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Like actual money from her real.
Yep, they did this thing a little while ago where you could buy a little XT. I think was it XT? No, it was. There was a panda and there was a little the Kung Fu Panda type guy, the Pandaren, and there was the the guy from Naxxramas whose name I can't remember because my head is so full with other World of Warcraft stuff. You're now flagged for PvP. Okay, that's really going to bug me. And anyone that's watching this video who knows is probably going to be going, oh, and they're just going to be screaming his name at me. And he's the last boss in Naxxramas, and I really can't remember what his name is. Kel'Thuzad. There we go. Boom. Got it. Yeah, you could get a little Kel'Thuzad and a little Pandaren from the Blizzard store.
You can get a cul-de-sac.
Yes. No, Kel'Thuzad, not cul-de-sac. I just realised, did you call that Blood Elf a slut? Just because she ignored it? Or decided that you'd been rude and being sarcastic about it?
I may have done.
Yes, I thought as much. Okay, so yeah, the Dordanil Barrow Den. Wow, that was a bunch of quests that really did my head in, and I always used to get lost in the Barrow Dens. And they're not even the cool Barrow Dens like the one that Illidan got kept in. It's just some other ones that they happen to have lying about. In Warcraft 3, have you played Warcraft 3?
A bit.
Okay, well, in Warcraft 3, there's the whole thing about the orcs, and they're having the demon blood within them, and they're not possessed by it, but they have like a blood rage, and to free themselves from this blood curse, they have to slay Manaroth, who is like a big pit lord, a bit like the one you see when you first get to Outland, and Magtheridon in Magtheridon's lair. And this here is a monument to Grom Helmscream, which I think is, in a way, is a little sad, because although he freed them from the blood curse by killing Manaroth, after Manaroth had kind of kicked Thrall's ass to a degree, which, I mean, I'm a big fan of Thrall as a previous Horde player, and Warcraft 3 player. I'm quite a big fan of Thrall. So the fact that Manaroth kicked his ass meant that, Helmscream was a pretty badass guy, and it's kind of sad that his monument to him is here, because no one really gets to see it. It's like, of all the orcs,
why did we move over to Alliance? I so prefer the fucking Horde lore to Alliance lore.
Yeah,
orcs are kick-ass. They've got such a good backstory.
Well, the humans have got some pretty good backstory
humans
too,
are just fucking
but
shit.
Yeah.
Not really. It's just boring.